Alrighty, folks. We just got a big album announcement, at least an album I'm excited for. So I wanted to hop on as usual, give my unorganized, unfiltered initial thoughts regarding Brian Kelley, who out of nowhere announced he is releasing a 17-track album, Sunshine State of Mind Season 1, in count it 2 weeks. Now, really quickly, before we get into that, I wanted to throw a quick word in about my small town video. Obviously, it's doing pretty gosh darn good, so thank you for that. But there are a few things I probably should have mentioned in the video. I just wanted to say here to clear things up. Firstly, I don't think I made it clear enough that the tier list was comedically named. The tiers are just for fun. I'm not calling anyone fake or city trash unironically. It's all just banter. Also, a few people said I had the wrong town on a few occasions, which, if that's the case, I apologize. You guys saw my method. I just searched the artist's hometown and took what came up. So if I was given the wrong answer, I'm sorry. Although I did notice I messed up on Chris Stapleton. I read born in Lexington, Kentucky, but missed the part where it said, but he was raised in Stafford. So it's my bad. I made a mistake. There's also a lot of factors like population changing over time, municipality versus the surrounding area's population. I just took the population of the exact town to keep it simple and consistent and easy to follow. The video is just a fun, lighthearted exercise, and look, judging by the response, most of you enjoyed it and took it that way. I just wanted to clarify those few things so we're on the same page, or in case you were wondering. But now to the topic of this video, Brian Kelley's new album. If you're still unfamiliar with who Brian Kelley is, he's a member of Florida Georgia Line, and since they split up, I say that with air quotations because they say they aren't splitting up, but since life rolls on, Brian has restarted his social media and come back as this beach cowboy, releasing an EP that I found super intriguing, unique, and creative. I'm very vocal about my love for beach music, growing up on a beach myself, so naturally, as a fan, I'm really excited for this album, but even under a critical light, I'm still just intrigued by what is to come. As I said, the album is titled Sunshine State of Mind Season 1 and has a hefty 17-song tracklist featuring the 4 songs from his Wave Pack EP, but he also dropped 2 more pre-releases, Songs for You and Highway on the Water, which I'll go more in depth about on New Music Friday next week, but after a listen or two, I like them. I think Highway on the Water is going to be the more appreciated one of the two. There's some fiddle, very traditional country with some nice energy, but if I'm being honest, I'm really liking the relaxed vibe of Songs for You. Again, I'll go more in depth for New Music Friday because I haven't given them overly critical listens, but just the relaxed nature of both the sound and songwriting I'm kind of liking. I guess overall, I'm just surprised how quickly this album is coming to us. Not from the time of the announcement to the time of the release, I'll get to that in a minute, but Brian turned around really quickly from Life Rolls On to a full-length solo album just a few months later. Albums don't take 2 months to create, so it's quite obvious he's been working on this a decent bit of time before the FGL split. I think it was Joe from the Discord made a great point saying it shows how little interest they had in Life Rolls On, that not even half a year later, one of them already has a lengthy solo album that is quite obviously more what Brian wants to do. I couldn't help but notice Brian's lack of contribution to the FGL duo as they got poppier and poppier, to the point where Life Rolls On is essentially a Tyler Hubbard record. It read to me as Brian just being uninterested in the direction the duo was going, which I can't blame him. Life Rolls On freaking sucked. I don't think Brian is going to be making any super profound music, stuff that's going to stop you dead in your tracks or make you rethink the meaning of life, but he's just going in such a unique direction that I can't help but be excited to see what potential he really has, because Brian has been holding his cards pretty close, and even on his Wave Pack EP, it just felt like he was hiding something, and he clearly was. There's a lot of boat songs on here, boat names, boat ride, by boat, but just reading other titles like Horses on the Beach, Fish All Day, Real Good Day, it would seem as if Brian's just trying to make more pleasant, enjoyable beach country, but I'm not sure if that'll be able to hold its own for 17 tracks. The track list is my main concern because I just don't think you can make happy sunshine and rainbows beach music for 17 songs and not have it feel a little repetitive or shallow at some point, which is why my hope is he leans more towards his beach country persona or character. I hope he really leans into that sophisticated, shady cowboy ripping down the beach on a motorcycle. I'd love to see a running character over the course of this record. I think that's something that could really help it breathe in between all the fun songs it would appear we're getting. And hey, a character over the course of an album? I haven't heard one of those in a while. I think that'd be sick. One thing I also want to discuss is the rollout, because I've had my fair share of issues with album rollouts lately, but this is one that I'm all for, which is also why I'm so excited. He quietly released a fascinating EP with not much context, and then a month later, he drops 2 singles with the album announcement in 2 weeks. I love that. This has me so excited because the surprise factor is so raw. If he said back in April or whenever he put it at the Wave Pack that it was part of an upcoming 17-track album at the end of June, I'd be like, yeah, it's cool. It's a decent ways away, but it's cool. But this surprise announcement just gets me hyped, and there's not enough time for the hype to die down. I don't know, I'm just happy it's not another album rollout being beat like a dead horse over the course of 7 months with like 15 pre-releases. I'm going to close off. Moral of the story, I'm more excited than concerned, especially since we've had our beach country output, but Brian just seems to have this different mysterious aura around him that maybe I'm buying into too much. Either way, I'm just excited for different. I think I have some ideas as to what's coming, but I truthfully don't really know what exactly to expect. Be sure to comment if you guys are excited. What are your thoughts on this announcement? And until next time, have a great day.